Will the system hold beyond September 2017? This seems unlikely to me, considering an Arctic Ocean free of ice, or nearly so. Along with Natalia Shukova and colleagues' latest paper from late June of this year, indicating the potential for methane release from the East Siberian Arctic Sea. Then there are a few dozen other threats to the settled living arrangements, including global financial bubbles on the verge of popping. Global bonds market have received the attention, and specifically the bubble in the global bonds market has received the attention recently of Alan Greenspan and Jamie Dimon, pointing out that these bubbles are on the verge of popping, without using exactly those words because we would want to scare the masses. In addition, there's the global decline of net fossil energy leading to too much oil, according to Gail Taverberg, which is something she's been saying for a couple of years, or not enough oil, and listening to a passel of other people, including James Howard Kunstler and Richard Heinberg, and that list is pretty much unending. We also have flash droughts that are a significant cause for concern, and this is important. I think I'm the only person pointing out that the absence of grains will pose a threat to this version of civilization, when in fact it's been stored food that has posed a threat to every other version of civilization. Somehow we think we're different and that it won't affect us, but I think that's probably the second greatest threat to this setting of living arrangements is things like the flash drought that caused half of wheat production in the United States to fail within the last couple of weeks. And that situation is not getting any better. I say it's the second leading or second worst cause of the demise of this settled living arrangement. I suspect the first, the exception to all these other factors bringing down industrial civilization is, I anticipate, since the deep state knows what I know, since every political leader on the planet knows what I know, because my work is posted right on the open, that they're not going to let that just happen. They're not going to let their source of power and privilege just go away by having the settled living arrangements collapse. Instead, I strongly suspect we're headed for military adventures, really misadventures, involving North Korea and the United States. Will we have a false flag sometime between August 15th and the end of September? I think it's highly likely. And that will trigger events leading to our near-term demise as a species. I haven't talked about this much before. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to gaming war game systems. And this isn't really much about war as it is about false flags terrifying the United States people so they can be further herded into the corral of this settled living arrangements. This is more about conquest than it is about war. But the bottom line is, I just don't see how the people pulling the strings of empire don't know what I know. They have to know what I know, and that there are multiple threats to the settled living arrangements. How are they going to respond? I suspect with desperation, and that desperation may well include nuclear catastrophe hitting us before the loss of habitat by other means. Hard as it is to believe, at the age of extinction, only love remains.